So I don't have a good transition to this, but man, I'm really just failing this week.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. I suppose I could throw in some sort of generic transition. Speaking of generic,
Yes.
Daemons of the Shadow Realm.
Yes. Yeah, so
So,
the new anime. Yeah.
as we like to do, we dipped our toes into Crunchyroll because a buddy and I happened to watch the first two episodes of this, and then I asked Daniel, "Hey, I'm going to talk about this. Do you want to do the 3 episode rule on this?" And he said, "Sure," because
Sure.
Daniel is a real trooper.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I had to take a break from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Cyberpunk, so
Yep. So this is, I don't have her name out here. So it's from the creator of Full Metal Alchemist originally, Hiromu Arakawa. And this is, she's done a couple of things since then. Like there was some anime I've seen a little bit of where it was people at a farm college or an agricultural college.
mm.
That was kind of interesting, like just very slice of life, very different than Full Metal Alchemist, which here's another of my heretical things here. I know FMA is like a lot of people's foundational anime. Never really vibed with me.
Not even Brotherhood.
I never gave Brotherhood a shot. Like my
Ye-
my issues with it were more just that I was actually reading the manga originally,
Uh,
and I got through volume 5, and like I said, do I care about these characters?
okay. Well, you probably might not like Brotherhood because I think Brotherhood followed the manga more closely than
Right.
the other. Yeah.
I don't know that I got far enough into the manga to be able to tell you what the differences are.
Uh,
I think it's just like there are just some things that don't appeal to your particular nerdery, and this is my weirdness. But
yeah. Yeah.
now, so when I'm slightly critical of this, I'm not a jilted fan. I'm more just like I think I could be kind of objective because I could see somebody who really loved FMA trying to convince themselves that this was amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's very it is very straightforward, I will say, at least in the first 3 episodes.
And that's the thing that was weird to me is that one of the things about FMA was that you've it was very good at establishing the characters very quickly, and you understood what their deal was, what their personalities were like, what their foibles were. Um, Daniel, I'm going to give you the, the quick test from Red Letter Media's review of the Phantom Menace.
Okay.
Describe the main character Yuru without referring to his physicality or role in the story.
Uh, um, uh, yeah, I'm having a hard time.
The best I can do is he is flummoxed by modern technology.
Yeah. Yes, and the of course the reason for that is because he lives in so the it starts off where yeah, he's living in a village that's basically like feudal Japan, and but in reality it's being hidden, shrouded by a barrier, and it takes place in the modern world because and they always see the like planes flying over and they're like, oh, it's dragons.
Right? So, look, it's the dragon's trail, and you can hear its roar, which, like, the jet engine they interpret to be the dragon's roar.
Yeah.
Um, so if I was to like sit down with the creator of this, and she asked my opinion for whatever reason, like what do I know compared to her?
Uh,
Um, I would say that we needed what amounts to an episode 0, where and I'm going to draw a comparison here to another anime that I think has one of the stronger openings, at least for like establishing the setting and characters. Naruto. This will be one of the only times I praise Naruto's writing. So yeah, just take it as you will. But by the end of that first episode, you know what Naruto's deal is. You know what his stakes are. He's trying to prove himself to the rest of the village. You know he has the demon inside of him. He manages to achieve his goals, and or he achieves his goal of learning the technique and saving the day. So, and that just all happens in one episode. In 3 episodes, like I'll not quite the Phantom Menace test, but like what has Yuru actually accomplished on his own besides just the plot dragging him along?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he shoots some people with arrows.
Oh, very good. All right, so that's kind of like the meta, or not the meta analysis. So that's like the big picture analysis. But and I admit to being slightly confused about what this was actually supposed to be about, because it's got a lot of ideas it's pulling together. So you've got basically M. Night Shyamalan's The Village, but with a Japanese flavor, where you have this isolated community who actually, now that I think about it, I assume that some people in the village knew about the outside world because Yuru's parents fled with his twin sister when he was very young.
Yes, and why they fled with her and not him too, I have no idea.
Yeah, it's like kind of makes them seem like they're awful. Like I mean, presumably we would find out at some point why, but as of episode 3, we haven't yet.
Yeah.
Which that seems to be the mystery plot. Which, like, why was he left behind? And the weird thing was that his little sister was being kept in a cage because of some dark curse inside of her, supposedly. Well, it's because there was some sort of demon blood monster who was pretending to be her.
Yeah, yeah, and the grandmother is like, hiding something.
Which I know that's not very specific, but that's as good as I can get, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. And then then they also have these spirits. What were they called?
I'm gonna assume daemons.
Damon said yes, Damon. Right, of course, Damons was shown. Yeah, they have these daemons who and so they got so he has these two daemons, and they're just called left and right. Left is a woman, right's a man. And like only people who can control these daemons can see them,
except for a few people who can as well. And boy, this sure is making me think of a certain Bizarre Adventure. Except that he has 2 stands instead of 1.
Yes.
Which, like, when I was watching it, so everybody has 2 stands apparently.
Yes.
Like it's always pairs. And when they were showing like the opening theme and they had pictures of the characters together, I kept thinking to myself, that's a strange detail.
Yeah.
Just because that means you're double, like every time you add one character who has this power or has these daemons, you're effectively adding 3 characters. So that's going to like bloat the cast quite a bit.
Yeah. It's causes all sorts of problems. Yeah.
But anyway, so like his twin sister, who now has an eye patch and is taller, but which I mean, he is taller or she is taller than, I think, taller than him, and at very least taller than everybody else in the village, because modern diet versus rice without millet is a luxury.
Right. Yeah.
it's like they attack the city, or they attack the town with helicopters. And what was the sister commanding the attack, or was she just part of the attack? I wasn't entirely clear.
It sounded like she was commanding it.
Right. And just gunning down every adult. Left the kids alive, so I guess that's okay.
Yeah.
And there is a girl who I suspect would be, people who liked this would probably like her the best, who's basically a female version of Edward Elric.
Yeah.
Whose daemon is like a set of false teeth.
Yeah, and yeah, she's got the same hair color, eye color, and wears a red robe, and
yeah.
Although she's not voiced by Vic Mignogna.
Okay, I know that he's kind of persona non grata in the anime voice industry right now,
Yeah.
but how hilarious would be to bring him in just to voice a girl like that?
Yeah. And then have everybody calling her short. Short. But yeah,
I think what this show really needed, and that they do escape, they end up at a rest stop. Two characters who actually do have a little bit of personality are a couple of agents of whatever mysterious organization is opposing the twin sisters' mysterious organization.
Yeah.
And those are, here was it, Dara and Hana.
Yeah.
Dara was like in the village as like a long-term plant, as like kind of like a father figure to him after his dad left. Hannah is the one who drives them away. And they probably have the funniest bit in the episodes where they're talking about, like, well, what'll our cover story be while Yoru lives with us? Like,
yeah.
And Dara's like, oh, clearly we have to get married. She's like, no, I'm getting married to Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Which, like, that was pretty good. Like that. Honestly, I would be much more interested in watching a show about those two than our actual main cast.
Yeah.
Because I think I made a reference to this. The show kind of needed an episode 0. We needed a episode 0 where we just see life in the village, and like we could establish some of his friendships with the people who are about to get gunned down. We could hint that there are secrets that he isn't fully aware of. And then at the end of episode 1, or episode 0 in this case, then you show the plane flying overhead that he thinks is a dragon.
Right.
So then the audience has like an episode to go, wait, what?
Yeah.
As opposed to, it would be like if in M. Night Shyamalan's The Village, in like Act 1, somebody goes, oh, by the way, it's 2000.
Yeah.
Or no, it would be like if somebody like started playing their Nintendo DS or whatever.
Yeah.
Like there's not fun mystery in this show is I think my biggest issue with it.
Yeah, it's just kind of meh.
And it's weird again because like it's not making any mistakes that I would have expected from the creator of Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
Because like I can recognize quality even if it didn't vibe with me, and this just doesn't have it. Now maybe it turns around, but it's weird that it would have to turn around.
Yeah, you have to hook them in, at least by the third episode.
Actually, here's another weird thing. Full Metal Alchemist also had a good episode 0 arc, basically, that dropped you in media res with our heroes already on their journey, and you learn about them, and you basically learn about them in the course of them dealing with this corrupt priest character. Like, I don't know. Like, I keep saying that every time I watch anything that Rumihiko Takahashi, the creator of Ranma 1/2 and Inuyasha, is involved in, I keep going, why have you continued to make manga the last 20 years? You're not making anything good. Which feels very mean to say, but I dare you to watch Renee's first episode and not come away in a catatonic state.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's Inuyasha again, but without the fun of Inuyasha. Cool.
Next.
So yeah, not a great follow-up effort. It honestly, and this is like the most bog standard criticism you could make of anything these days. It feels like you threw a bunch of concepts into Sora and asked it to come up with a series.
Yeah.
Grok, what should my anime be about?
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really recommend it. Really, it's
No, if you're going to watch a seasonal anime, although I suppose it's, gosh, because time keeps moving forward, it's last season now. Go give Sentence to be a Hero a shot. That one has cool animation and a neat premise and funny characters. So, and not so funny characters, but in a good way.
Yeah, I gotta get back into that show.
Me too. I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in.
Yeah.
But